Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome. I'm excited about today's business check in. Hello, everyone. Let me know how you're doing. How's everything going with you? How's everything going in your business? Good afternoon to you, too, as well, Michael. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure my volume is good here because I know I've been turning my volume down. How are you all doing? How are you doing in your business? If you do not have a business and you know that you want to start a business, just let us know how you're doing. And also, just if you want to share, you can share with us if it's even in your head or we want to get it out of our heads. I'm gonna take my banner down here in a second, but we put it on paper or put it in. Now with technology we can do the voice audio. The whole point is what I said that to say we want to get it out of our head. Good afternoon. Hello to you, Allie. So good to see you. So good to see you all. Thank you. And for those of you that I cannot see or that have not commented, it's so good to see you all. Blessings and love to you. We're going to get started. And so I'm not going to belabor too long, but I just want to check in with you all, see how you're doing, see how everything is going in your business, or even the ideal of having the business. And so also to check in to see how you're doing, mentally, how are you doing? It's a lot going on out here. I know we all can see that and we know that, but just want to check on you because our businesses can't be effective or operate in the level of excellence that we know that they should if we are not mentally well, or if we're not mentally in good places, right? And even physically or spiritually, or however emotionally. And so I just want to check on you to see how you're doing. Let us know how you're doing. We're excited to know that. And so we're going to get started. Today, we're going to be talking about commitment. And so I want y'all to talk back. Like I said, let me know how you're doing. But also, we're going to be talking about commitment. I am going to put the definition up on the screen. It's just you can go and search it out for yourself to get more in depth. But I'm just going to kind of put, if you will, the basics of the scripture. So let me find my banner that I put. So that I can turn off my take off this banner here. I want to make sure I have the right thing up. Thank you all so much for your patience. I was like, where did I put this at? I think I put it in the wrong place. Y'all see, that's why. Thank God when you have help, when you have a team, thank God for them. Because I'm telling you, I be over here jacking up stuff. Y'all be jacking it up. Like, what are you over there doing? Anyway, I'm not going to allow this to slow me down. I'm just going to go ahead and get started because I had my definition. So, but anyway, listen, I can't locate them. So, okay. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. So, we're going to be talking about commitment, and let me take the banner down because I want to say I want to see you, but I can't quite see you. I know that you're there when you comment or whatnot, and I like to engage. For those of you that have followed, you know that I like to engage. So whether it's I'm engaging with you live or I'll come back, I get in the comments and I engage with you. So a lot of people are like, girl, you're so personal, but I love to engage with people. I love people. And so it's just like that hands-on. You like to be hands-on. It's just all about building relationships, right? Building relationships, getting to know one another, right? And so really truly being concerned about the needs or where people are. It may not even necessarily be a need, but just being genuine, showing just that genuine compassion, that genuine love. Like, I don't want anything from you. I just want to I'm just me, just being genuine, and I am genuinely concerned. And so I just want to see how you're doing. So that's what it is. So don't think I'm trying to stalk you or anything like that. If I come for you in the comments, I'm just showing love. That's it. But anyway, let's talk about commitment because, like I said, I respect your time and I don't want to be too long. I do want to just check in with everyone and just see how you're doing. And everything. But let's talk about commitment. And also, are we being committed in our businesses? And we get we could take that into so many different areas, just how about I say every area of our lives, just to be honest. And but right now we're talking about business. And so for later, I know for me, I will be doing that, just taking that word and taking it over every area of my life and saying, am I committed? So what does your commitment to your business look like? And sometimes, and this may not be you, I want you to talk back to me. Sometimes I believe that we don't commit to certain things, or like say we'll get going and we're doing good and then we fall off, because sometimes I believe that we're trying to look at the long term, or trying to set or what do you call it, accomplish those long-term goals, instead of maybe setting shorter term goals and reaching those shorter term goals and get into the long term, which gets us to the long term goals, right? And so, what does our commitment? If your commitment is 5 minutes a day to your business, let that be that. And when I say business, I'm speaking of whatever your business is. You may have a ministry, you may have whatever it may be. So just what does your commitment look like? And so commitment, I just looked it up. Like I said, I just got the basic definition. It says the state or quality of being dedicated to a cause, activity, and etc. so forth. Okay. And so I'm going to let that go for a little bit. But what does our commitment look like? And so for me, this week, I was challenged to do at least 15 minutes towards something. And we'll be talking about this, what I'm about to mention, to do at least 15 minutes towards what it is that I'm trying to do. And you're like, oh, okay, yeah, 15 minutes. Okay, I can do that. I can do. Yeah. And even if you're a commitment, each of our commitments, or each of our, what's the word that I want to use? It'll come to me. But whatever it is, because we're all different individuals, right? And our endurance, for the lack of the right word, is different, right? And that's okay, because we're all different. It doesn't make me or someone else better than you, or it's just we're different people, and we have different tolerances, different endurances, if you will. And there's certain things, and so whatever yours is always about being true to ourselves. We always want to be true to ourselves, and if we want to have successful, and we'll talk about that word successful, not today, but if we truly want to have successful, excellent businesses, then it's so important, so crucial that we be true to ourselves. Listen, y'all, be true to yourself. And so when we're true to ourselves, then it comes out into our business. So then that what means is we're being honest with ourselves. And so when we're being honest with ourselves, then we can see clearer. We can do things, everything is done in a more excellent way, for the lack of the better way to say that. And so going back to, so yours may be 5 minutes. If so, that's okay. Just be committed to the 5 minutes. If yours is, say, hey, I can do an hour a day, be committed to do that. But I will say, don't commit to something and you know that, let's be honest, that's what we talked about, being honest with ourselves. And we know that we're not going to stay on that commitment or stick it out, right? Come on, let's just be honest. And it's just like sometimes we're just not true to ourselves. And so that's why a lot of times, even when you hear people making New Year's resolutions, it's like, it sounds good. It does. It sounds good. But come on, come on, come on, my friend. You know yourself. It's just like really, truly be honest with yourself. Listen, it sounds good. Yeah, I would like to do it, but I already know. So maybe I could just take a few minutes or half of that to get to that goal and start working on that, so that way I can get to whatever that may be. So I started 15 minutes this week. And I said, okay, I can commit to 15 minutes because my schedule is already busy, but I know that this is what I'm supposed to do. So I can do 15 minutes. I can commit. And so another thing is discipline. That's another word, right? How many of us are disciplined? Come on, y'all. Look, I got to look at the comments. But how many of us are disciplined? With the commitment, there comes a certain level of discipline. We have to be disciplined. Oh, y'all, listen, I'm telling you. And for me, I'm working on that coming up in certain areas. I'm really good, doing really good with that discipline. But then in certain areas, he's like, okay, look, you need to come up. Okay, let's work on this. And so that's what I'm doing, right? Because I want to be the best version of me. Listen, I know we're talking about business, but in order for your business to be the best that it has been ordained or established to be, we have to be the best versions of ourselves, right? Because why? We are the, whether it's the brand, we're the, the person behind the business, or what, however, each business is different, so that's what I'm trying to cover, different things. But whatever, but we have to be the best versions of ourselves, right? And so being the best versions of ourselves is being honest with ourselves. So with that, I was like, okay, yeah, I can do 15 minutes, and I will be committed and I will be disciplined. And not only that, but if get an accountability partner, if that's what needs to happen, not someone who's going to condemn you and make you feel bad, and if you miss it or whatever, whatnot, but get someone that's going to hold you accountable. You know what? Okay, hey, you slacked on this day. It's okay. We're going to try it again tomorrow, but that's going to push you. That's going to encourage us, right? We want to have accountability partners. And I can talk about accountability, but I'm telling you, accountability, especially in business, it is so important. And that's every area of our lives. But I'm speaking concerning business today. So in business, it's so important that we have that accountability. All right. So listen. All right. So we talked about accountability. Now I want to ask you a couple questions because as I was sharing with you, transparently sharing with you, that I have started this week to say, okay, I can be committed to 15 minutes a day to work towards this next phase, if you will, or what we're trying to do. And what it is I'm going to share it here. I'm going to look at some of your comments, okay, first before I share it. Oh, welcome everyone to our monthly business check-in. I miss you all when we were doing it weekly, but listen, hey, I just have to go with what I'm supposed to go with. But I love you all. Good afternoon and evening, wherever you're at. Good morning to all of you. Not in Okay. Okay. I got you. I got you. We'll definitely lift you up as well. Okay. I see you. Yes, in the process of learning what forms of market are that is amazing. That is amazing. Michael, we got you. But that is amazing, Allie. We are so glad to hear that. And I pray she is okay with me sharing this. She says she's in the process because it may help someone else. In the process of learning what forms of marketing are best for her business. Y'all listen. Yes. Getting all certifications. All right, that's amazing, Crystal. Good. So she's getting all her certifications. That is amazing. She says she's showing her kids, her kids, her skills. That is wonderful. 3 hours of school. Yeah. So just make sure we, like I said, I won't be here long, but just making sure we're whatever we set, that commitment we set, just make sure we can be true and committed and dedicated to it. All right. So I want to share this with you. And I was speaking in reference to my 15-minute commitment. And so for me, for those of you that have followed, we're all about the people, right? It's all about the people. It's always all about the people, right? And meaning, what are the true concerns? What are the pain points? What are any issues or problems or anything like that, whatever it may be, that you all may be having? And so one of the things that I'm working on is offering some things to those who are in need of it. But in order to find out what people need, you have to ask them. You have to find out what their pain points are, or what their struggles are, or what whatever the case may be. You have to find out where they are, right? And so some of you that had followed and participated with the discovery phase that we were in, and I was letting you all know we're moving on to the prototype phase, is that part of that is creating some courses. And so in creating these courses, we want to make sure that it's truly serving the people, it's truly giving the people what they need, not just creating something and just say, here it is, and it's like, I don't need this. Like, this is not helping me, because this is what you thought that I should have. No. It's about getting in there with the people, finding out. So one of the questions, I want to ask you two questions on today, and I'm going to get ready to wrap this up. So And even those of you that will come back and watch the replay, please put the comments, put your answers or whatever your answers are to the questions in the comments. Or also, because I know sometimes these things are, people may not want to, other people to know what it is. So what we are doing is, out of that, you can either post your answers in the comments or you can email them to us. Either way is fine, but we just want you to engage and to speak back so we can know. We just want to be able to serve you all in any way that we can. And so this is a part of, and we appreciate you being a part of this. So number one, my first question is, what are some of your biggest problems in reference to business? What are some of your biggest problems in reference to business? And so with you all letting us know what some of your biggest problems are, it will help us to know what the need is in the area we need to target. And not only that too, because as I was saying before, we'll be bringing people on, having people come on and they'll be sharing. And so it lets us know what you need. Like Ali was talking about marketing. So it lets us know what the need is, so that way we can, because we want to service you, we want to offer these tools, these resources to you. And so we can have someone come on and talk about marketing. I'm just using her as an example, but let us know what are some of your biggest problems. And we appreciate your honesty. And like I said, please put it in the comments, or if you're not comfortable with putting it in the comments, just send it to us in the email address. And I think, let me see if I'll put it in the comments. Oh, that's good. That's good, Michael. Yes, that's good. I had to deal with that as well. I had to deal with that. And that's really good. That is really good. And I hope that I can share this, not putting you out there, but just because I believe that a lot of us deal with that procrastination and the fear of failure. The fear of failure. But one of the ways, or what helped to bring me out of that fear of failure, is one thing is, when you think about people who are truly successful, people we hear about, whether it's Walmart, whether it's Jeff Bezos, with Amazon, all these different people, it's so many of them that I can name. Even locally, not just people we see, but it's failure. And so I had to get that lie out of my head. I had to come out of agreement with that lie. And yes, and come out of agreement, first of all, with fear. And then second of all, with the failure, with the fear of failure. Because it was like, they didn't get to where they are today because they did not fail. And I was reading a book, and I'm not advertising, but we like to put plugs in. But it's a really good book. If you have not read it, it's by Simon Sinek. And I pray I said his last name right. And he talks about basically the why. And he talks about this. A lot of us, we're afraid to fail, but the people, they don't get to where they are. Those that we see, they didn't get to where they are without failure. They failed. And not only just they didn't just fail one time, they failed multiple of times. Because why? It's all a part of the process. It's all a part of it. We're not perfect. Nothing's perfect, but it becomes perfected. What? As we just keep going, keep trying. Okay, oh, that didn't work. Okay, let me get back to the drawing board. Let's bring it on back in. Let's see. Okay, what did work or what? And it's okay. It is okay. What's not okay is that we keep procrastinating or keep staying in the same place because we're afraid to move forward, or we're allowing that fear, because fear paralyzes us, right? Oh, ask me how I know. It can paralyze you. Fear can paralyze you, which means what? You're not doing anything. And see, and with business, you have to just keep moving forward. Like you said, you bring it back to the drawing board. Okay, this didn't work. Let's look at what did work, and let's you get back up and you try it again. But don't be afraid to fail, because that's how they got to where they are. They failed more than one time. They didn't get the successful companies, multi-million, multi-billionaire companies, by allowing the fear of failure to cripple them. They had to keep trying over and over and over. Come on, listen. Yeah, and you know what? I understand that. Yes, 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 yes. Listen, and that's just all a part. Like I say, is that fear. And I'm telling you, we got to deal with that fear. Listen, I'm speaking from it just every day, and it's a every day. I deal with it. And you gotta face it. You gotta face it. Hey, beautiful. You gotta face it. And so, you know what? You every morning, every day that you wake up and you have breath in your body, listen, that's an indicator that tells you you are not too of a certain age. Listen, I'm telling you, and even use all that wisdom that you have. Come on, hello, use all that wisdom that you have to put it into that. Come on, listen, it's like we're getting rid of all the excuses. Come on, we're gonna get rid of all the excuses. Age is an excuse. Come on, listen, fear is an excuse. Procrastination is. We're gonna get rid of it by what? Confronting it. Okay. Yes, and we're here encouraging you on whomever we may be, because I believe it. Listen, although the business, it stayed in my head for so long, y'all. Listen, you know how they say you should write it down, get it out your head. It stayed in my head for so long, y'all. But it was just like not until I freed myself by confronting the fear, and I began to start writing it down. I began to start speaking it out to my voice. What voice? Your audio, your devices. There's so many ways, whatever works for you, right? And so the thing is just taking that step. So if your commitment looks like, you know what, my commitment is coming out of alignment with fear. I'm going to be committed to every day making a decision that I'm not going to be fearful. Listen, I'm not going to be fearful, but I'm going to just, even if it's 5 minutes a day, I'm going to get on the internet and I'm going to do some research, or I'm going to, whatever it is, wherever you are in your business. Come on, listen. All right. And for all of it, that's for all of us, even as we go to different levels in our business, right? Listen, it does not stop. It's the same on no matter what level we're on. Okay. But let me hurry up and wrap this up, because I said I didn't want to keep you alone. But please let me know. And thank you for those of you that have let me know thus far. What are some of your biggest problems? And this is not to put anybody out. This is helping us, because, like I said, we do not want to offer something that is not needed, right? We want to offer things that is needed and that could be helpful. All right. And even it helps us to know, like when we have people come on, who to bring on, because we want to make sure that you have what you need. All right. So let us know what some of your biggest problems are. If you don't want to put in the comments, then please email it to us. Just whichever one, just do either one. All right. So the second question is, as I get ready to bring this to a close, let me put this in the comments real quick too, because I thought that I did. Hold on. Give me just a second, you all. Thank you for bearing with me, because I want to make sure that, so if you want to copy and paste the email address, if that makes it easier for you, definitely want to do that, because we don't want to have any excuses of not doing it. All right. So let me put that in the comments for you. Hello, everyone. Thank y'all so much for joining. And those of you, if you come on the replay, this applies to you as well. So please reach out. We want to hear from you as well. All right. I put it in the comments, everyone. Okay. So the second one is, the first one was, what are some of your biggest problems? And this is in reference to business. Okay. Whether you started or you have not. Yeah. All right. So the second question is that we have for you, what do you need? What do you need to know right now? Say right now. And if it's just things that's, whether it's stopping you, or you like, I wonder, or, these questions, whatever these questions are that are in your head, or that that you have about your business. And there's no silly question, or there's no, whatever questions or whatever it is, what do you need to know for your business? If you need to know the structure of your business. See, we talked about the structures on one of our business check-ins. If you need to go back to that, we just kind of gave like the basics of structures. And when I say business structures or structures, is I'm speaking about like your sole proprietorship, your LLCs, your different types of corporations, and all that. We did just a basic business check-in about those. You can go to the Finances His Way financial firms Facebook page. And thank you for all of you that have followed the page or liked the page. Thank you so much. Also, I'll be telling y'all some new things to come as well, different platforms and all of that. But we did that. So if you say, if that's something that you need to know about, put that in there. Like, what business structure should I structure my business? If you need to know about operating agreements and different things of that nature, we did a business check-in about that as well. And we're going to be doing a more in-depth, because I was instructed to do a more in-depth, because this operators agreement, it's really deep, like especially when you start getting up there into your business. I mean, it's really moving and you're really doing some great things. And that's why now this foundation period, if you're just starting or you're kind of fresh in, is so important that we have these things in place. It's so important that we have those things in place. It's like making sure our foundations are right. And so that's where I am, just making sure my foundation is right, because we're building legacy. We're leaving inheritances. We'll be talking about all of that at another time too. But so yes, all right. So we have to make sure the foundation is right. So sometimes don't be in such a hurry to try to get to the promised land, as we call it, but just making sure that foundation is laid right. Okay, so what do you need to know? Someone may need to know about branding. Someone may need to know about funding. So whatever it is that you need to know, somebody may need to know about how to keep their books in order. Yeah. So whatever it is that you need to know, just please put it in the comments, or please send that to us, so that way we can work on offering those things that are truly needed. But like I said, I don't want to hold you all. It's almost 5, which means we'll be on here for almost a half an hour. I love and appreciate you. We will be back on what is the next month? It's October, the last Friday of the month. And let me get my calendar here. That will be on October the 28th. If any of you need to reach out to me in between, you can always send me a message on Messenger. Yeah, because don't send it on Facebook unless you send it through the business page, and the team would definitely get it. Other than that, I think that's it. So those 2 questions, and those 2 questions was, I'm just going real quick before we end. What are some of your biggest problems? And what do you need to know right now? What do you need to know now? And so don't be ashamed. Put it in. Oh, yes, yes. Someone else hit on that procrastination earlier. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, yes. A solid structure and a strong financial pro. Yes, yes. Operate. Yes. Okay, great. Thank you so much for coming on, and thank you for your engagement. So we'll definitely be taking that in so we can work on that and make sure we're offering the things that are truly needed and not what we think is needed, right? All right. So we appreciate you all so much. But thank you, thank you, thank you. You all have an amazing rest of your day. Have an amazing weekend. For those of you, if I don't get to see you later tonight, because we have Daughters Talk later tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if I don't get to see you then have an amazing weekend. And I will see you next month. It's Friday, I believe it said October the 28th, back here at 4:30 p.m. Thank you all for subscribing to the YouTube channel, My Authentic Journey. Thank you so, so much. I started putting the business check-ins on there as well. So I was led to do that. So I put it there as well. But thank y'all so much. Have an amazing, amazing rest of your day, and enjoy your weekend. All right. Till the next time. Thank you. You too. You too. Thank you so much. All right.